Hey everyone, and welcome. We're about to dive into something that, let's be honest, every single dog owner dreams about, having that absolutely perfect canine companion. And it turns out the secret to that dream life isn't some complicated, expensive training program. Nope. It's 5 simple, powerful exercises that you can do every single day. So let's jump right in.
So what is it? What's that magic ingredient that takes a dog from being pretty good to just incredible? I mean, it's the question we all ask ourselves, right? And the answer, you'll see, is actually surprisingly simple. Because the secret isn't just one magic trick. It's 5. 5 consistent daily pillars that, when you put them together, build this amazing foundation of respect, trust, and a bond that's just awesome. So today, we're going to walk through these 5 pillars, drawing from the fantastic advice of canine behaviorist Will Atherton. And I want you to stop thinking of these as chores. Instead, think of them as daily conversations you're having that build the exact relationship you've always wanted with your dog. Okay, first up, pillar number 1, threshold manners. Now, this is a concept that seems so small, almost insignificant. But I promise you, it has a massive, massive impact on your dog's mindset and on how they see you as a leader. So what even is a threshold? It's simple. It's any doorway or transition point. We're talking about your front door, the gate to the backyard, even the door to their crate. Every single one is a little opportunity to communicate something important. And the process is so easy. When you get to a door, you just ask your dog to sit and wait. Then, and this is key, you go through first. Only then do you invite them to follow you, but only when they're calm. And listen, this isn't about being dominant. It's about being a clear, predictable leader that your dog can always count on. Manage the threshold from a place of calm, consistent leadership. That's the heart of it right there. By managing these tiny little moments, you're teaching your dog to look to you for guidance, which, you guessed it, sets them up for success everywhere else they go. All right, let's move on to pillar number 2, the food drill. For most dogs, food is, without a doubt, the highest value resource in their life. So instead of just kind of dumping it in a bowl and walking away, we can use it to make our relationship so much stronger. The food drill basically turns every single meal into a mini training session. It becomes this daily ritual that reinforces your role as the calm, steady provider of all the good things in their life. Okay, so here's how it works. You get their food ready, you ask for a solid sit and stay, and then you place the bowl on the floor. Now here comes the most important part. You just wait. You wait for them to break their laser focus on that food and look back at you, as if they're asking for permission. The second they do that, you give a release word, like break, and they get to eat. And here's the beautiful psychology behind it all. You're teaching your dog that the absolute best thing in their world comes directly through you. And all they have to do to get it is be calm and polite. It's a total game changer, I'm telling you. And that brings us to our 3rd pillar, the safe crate. Now, I know crate training can be a little controversial for some people, but when you do it the right way, it is absolutely not a punishment. In fact, it's one of the greatest gifts you can give your dog. We have to completely reframe the crate. It's not a cage, it's their own personal den. It's a quiet, safe little sanctuary where your dog can go to decompress, totally free from the chaos of the rest of the house. And by giving your dog a place where they feel genuinely secure, you're getting ahead of so many problems. We're talking separation anxiety, destructive chewing, you name it. You're controlling their environment so that they can't help but succeed. Because that's the end goal, isn't it? A space where your dog knows it can just switch off and relax. A dog that knows how to do that, how to just be calm, is a happier, more balanced, and well-behaved dog all around. Okay, pillar 4 is a biggie, mind and body. This one is simple, but it is absolutely 100% non-negotiable. Every single dog out there, I don't care what the breed is, has daily exercise requirements, and that means both physical and mental. I mean, just look at this. This comparison really says it all, doesn't it? A tired dog is a happy dog. A bored dog? Well, a bored dog is going to find its own entertainment, and you're probably not going to like what they come up with. Exercise is not a luxury, people. It is a core, fundamental need. Honestly, meeting these needs is one of the fastest ways to see better behavior. Think about it. A dog that's just bursting with pent-up energy simply cannot learn or relax. But a dog whose mind and body are satisfied, that dog is ready to be your perfect companion. And that brings us to our 5th and final pillar,
Clear communication. Loving leadership is not about being a silent statue. It's about creating a shared language so your dog actually understands what you're asking of them. You can think of these as your dog's core vocabulary. Commands like sit, stay, recall, and place, they're not just party tricks. These are vital safety tools. They are the absolute building blocks of clear communication in any and every situation. And I want you to really let that sink in. Structure and rules don't create fear, they get rid of it. When a dog knows what's expected of them, they don't have to feel anxious or uncertain. They can just relax and trust you to guide them. That clarity, that is true freedom for a dog.
And that's how it all comes together. Thresholds, food, the crate, exercise, and communication. See, they aren't separate random tasks. They're 5 parts of one big daily conversation that builds this incredible foundation of trust, respect, and calm, loving leadership.
Look, you don't have to be perfect at all of this overnight. Just start. Pick one. So the only question left is which one of these pillars are you going to start building with your dog today? Thanks so much for joining me.